Hello, everybody, to the brand new show called the American Soccer Africa Show, whereby this show is all about the world of MLS and a bit of the NWSL, seeing what is happening on that space, and at the same time, my job is to profile players of African origin, either they are native or diaspora, and just profile them and see how they have been performing during the match weeks of their respective leagues, both in the MLS and also in the NWSL. But as of right now, we are on the 23rd of February, meaning it is 28 days to the beginning of the new MLS season. So until then, there's preseason ongoing in that league. But as for the NWSL, they have not yet kicked off their preseason. But as of right now, let me just introduce all of you to this show, whether you're watching me or listening to me from whatever platform you're using. Gladly appreciate you. Once again, my name is Solomon Wafua, and today is the brand new episode of the American Soccer Africa show. Now, of course, why am I coming up with this show? Is because uh, I'm inspiring, to be a part of the Fox Sports team. Either as uh, a host of a brand new show that that collides between soccer and culture, especially in my aspect, that would be Africa. Which, of course, if you look at the social media pages of different major leagues in America, they don't have a platform dedicated to Africa, or should I say the African diaspora. And that's why I've taken MLS. Why? Because I love soccer. I've been playing it since I was a kid. I've been following the sport from different leagues and competitions. So that is why I've started this new show. And because the future of sports content is through podcasting and content creators, that is why I'm glad to be a part of that community. And hopefully, you guys get to join the ride with me as we grow this show, as we grow this channel of mine. If you're watching it on YouTube or listening to me on different audio platforms like Spotify, or even watching me on social media, which I'm going to display in the description by the time the show is done. So that's why I've started up with this show. But without any further ado, let's just talk about what this new MLS season is all about. Now, of course, this new MLS season, this will be the second season that Fox Sports will be the only linear TV network that will broadcast the MLS league. Last year, they began that new partnership with the MLS. Of course, we all know last year, 2023, MLS struck a 10-year deal with Apple TV Plus, whereby they'll be streaming all the games from the regular season to the playoffs to the Leagues Cup and the Campeones Cup. But in terms of the linear TV networks, it is only Fox Sports that are able to buy broadcast rights. And as we speak, they have already finished their first season. That was last year, alongside Apple TV Plus, which is global, whereas for the American market, it is only Fox Sports, meaning that Fox Sports and its subsidiaries will be broadcasting a total of 34 regular season games. That's between Fox Network, FS1, and Fox Deportes. That is the Spanish version of the Fox Sports Network. They'll be broadcasting altogether a total of 34 regular season games, which is equivalent to a team's 34 regular season games in their regular season. So that is why I aspire to be a part of the Fox Sports family, more specifically to Fox Soccer and also Fox Sports family. In terms of sports, Fox Soccer, I hope that this new show called American Soccer Africa will be able to highlight players of African origin, both native and diaspora, who are playing not only in the MLS but also in the NWSL, so that I can give a platform to those players of that category be able to explain their journeys, how they've reached there, what they have been doing with their teams, and even what legacy they don't leave behind once either they leave the league or they retire from the league. So that is why I've started this new show. All this is just an introduction already that I've just spoken so far. But anyway, let me go straight to what I had to discuss in this debut episode. Now, apart from what they have been doing since last season, now this season is the same. Fox Sports and its subsidiary networks will be a part of the broadcast family of the MLS alongside MLS Season Plus, which is a partnership between the league and Apple TV Plus, which they'll do it for the next decade, which started last year and it will end in 2032. Whereas for the Fox Sports family, they'll be a part of the broadcast family in the MLS from 2023 all the way to 2026. And not only are they going to broadcast the MLS with a selected number of games, but also they're going to broadcast a total of 8 playoff games from the wild card round all the way to the MLS Cup. All together, as the Fox Sports family, will broadcast 8 games. And then, not only that, they have a package of broadcasting the FIFA World Cup of 2026. As you all know, it's going to be hosted in America. In addition to that, they are also going to broadcast the FIFA Club World Cup, the new format, which has 32 clubs. That will be next year, also happening in the United States. And then if they manage to strike a deal for the FIFA Women's World Cup in 2027, if the US wins the hosting bid for that particular year, then Fox Sports should also join the family. But my focus today is all about the MLS and then also a bit of the Leagues Cup. Now, with me that I'm going to share with you is my proposal on how the Leagues Cup of 2025 will look like, in my opinion, and also the 2026 MLS regular season will look like. But let me start with the 2025 Leagues Cup. As you all know, the 2024 Leagues Cup will be the second season that all the teams in the Liga MX, that is in Mexico, will play alongside the MLS teams of both the USA and Canada, and the tournament is going to be played entirely in the US and Canada from start to finish. So meaning all the Liga MX teams will have to play their games in the US or in Canada, which is happening during the month of July and August, meaning during the summer. So every summer they'll be playing the Leagues Cup, meaning they'll take a break from their respective leagues, be able to come to America and Canada to play the Leagues Cup, which has been seen as the precursor on how the FIFA World Cup 2026 will look like in terms of the fanfare, the entertainment, the bonanza that's happening on the field, and also off the field. And let's see whether it will gather pace by the time it reaches 2026, and even for 2025 FIFA Club World Cup, just to have a taste of how things will go around it across the United States. But my proposal to the CONCACAF in terms of the Leagues Cup, because they're the ones who are behind this massive club tournament across North America. Now, in 2023 and also 2024, this upcoming one, the tournament is broken down into 4 regions, which is named Central, East, South, and West, whereby they have an average of 4 groups of 3 teams per region. And this upcoming one, they're also going to do the same thing. But if I was the one who's going to be organizing the group stage draw, I suggest that they should stop using the performance criteria, but rather geographical, region wise, that can make sure it is as competitive as possible, and no team should feel less than the other. So if I look at the central region, I suggest that they put Monterrey, Tigres, Atletico San Luis, Leon, and Necaxa. That is from Mexico. And then from America, I'll suggest put the Rapids, Sporting Kansas City, Minnesota United, St. Louis City, Chicago Fire, Nashville, and FC Cincinnati. That would be the 12 teams in the central region. And if you look at the East, I suggest you put CF Montreal and Toronto FC of Canada, Club America, Cruz Azul, and UNAM of Mexico. And then you also put Revolution, NYCFC, New York Red Bulls, Philadelphia Union, DC United, Charlotte FC, and Columbus Crew of the United States. So that would be my region for the East. Then go to the South. I suggest put Club Puebla, CD Toluca, CF Pachuca, Querétaro, Atlas FC, and CD Guadalajara of Mexico. Then if you go to the American side, I suggest put Inter Miami, Orlando City, Houston Dynamo, Austin FC, FC Dallas, and Atlanta United. Then the final region, that is the West, I suggest put Vancouver Whitecaps, Tijuana, FC Juarez, Santos Laguna, Mazatlan FC of Mexico. And then on the American side, I suggest put Seattle Sounders, Portland Timbers, San Jose Earthquakes, LAFC, LA Galaxy, San Diego FC, and Real Salt Lake. That is in 2025. That is next year. Once San Diego FC enters the MLS, that will be my suggestion on how the regions will look like before they do the group stage draw. Now, of course, the group stage format will always mean I suggest they put 4 groups of 3 teams per region instead of one region having 4 groups of 3 and then another region having 3 groups of 3 teams and then only 2 teams get a bye. In 2025, next year, there should be no bye for any team, no matter their performance in the previous year. And then who's going to advance to the knockout stages? That is the group winners and the runners-up. And that knockout stage begins with the round of 32, then going to round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and final, which all of them are played one leg. But in the group stage format, it's only twice. Each team plays twice in that group. So that would be my proposal to the MLS Commissioner Don Garber on how the next year's Leagues Cup will look like, in my opinion. No more using performance criteria, but rather use the criteria of geography so that everybody is equal no matter where they are from. Now, also I want to give a proposal to the MLS Commissioner on the 2026 MLS regular season. Now, as you all know, there will be 30 teams by 2026, and a lot is going to be happening from the FIFA World Cup of perspective. So before then, I suggest as they officially celebrate the 30th anniversary since its first ever league game, I suggest they put yes, 2 conferences are there, but now put 3 divisions in each conference. And for me, my suggestion on putting 3 divisions per conference will help now to see who are the best of the best from the East and also the West. And then instead of doing top let's say half of the whole league going against each other, start from the conference level as you go all the way to the MLS Cup. Now, MLS Cup, I suggest do the winner of the Eastern Conference and the winner of the Western Conference. Otherwise, stick the number of regular season games per team stays the same, and also the playoff games should stay the same. But only now focus from the conference playoffs and then going to the MLS Cup. That will be the main final. So that is it for me for this debut episode. That is what I can bring to the table. And for those of you who have been watching or listening to me, thank you so much for tuning in or listening to me. Make sure you get the links in the description as soon as this episode is done, and then get to listen, spark the conversation, share a friend to share a friend, and see whether something can be said of, could be positive or negative. I'll take it the way it is. That will be the only way I can learn and improve and make sure this channel or this show grows, and hopefully one day I get to be hired by Fox Sports to cover the MLS, not only as a analyst or even sideline reporter, but also as a host of a new show. Like I have said in the beginning, this show that I'm hoping it will reach to Fox Sports will be called the American Soccer Africa Show, whereby I'll be highlighting players of African origin, both in the native and the diaspora, who are playing the MLS and the NWSL. So that is it from me. Thanks so much to everybody. Until next time.